Hi, sweets. I'm so happy you're here. My name's Gina, and I'm a matchmaker, and I'm from Long Island, and some people call me the Long Island Matchmaker. That's just kind of a nickname I made up for myself because I am from Long Island and I am a matchmaker. I make matches. I find people love. That's what I do. Congratulations, by the way, on starting the rest of your life. Today's the first day of the rest of your life. Today marks the day where you start your journey towards finding love. Real love. Not the kind of love that you find at the karaoke bar at 2 a.m. A lot of people want love, but a lot of people are looking for love in all the wrong places. Now, this is just a guess. I don't know you too well, but I would guess that you've been looking for love in a few of those places that I would consider not the best to look for love. But all that changes today. Today, you've got Gina on your side, and I'm gonna help you find someone that makes you feel like you never needed someone in the first place. Okay? Let's start that journey today. How about it? Yeah. I'm sure you've done your research. You look like the type that does their research, and you know why you came to me. But in case you don't know that much about me, I'm gonna do my spiel anyway. Why should you trust me with finding the love of your life? Why should you trust me as your matchmaker? Well, one thing I know is I know love. I've known love my entire life. I've been a matchmaker my entire life. The very first match I made when I was still a baby. How, you might ask? Okay, I'll tell you the story really quick. So, I have an uncle, as a lot of people do. His name's Jim, and when I was just a little baby, he was watching me. He took me to Central Park, totally oblivious as to how that might be a tricky thing for an uncle babysitter to take a baby to. But he took me to Central Park, and he's freaking out, he's flipping out, he's throwing diapers all over the place because he cannot find my PSC. I'm screaming my little baby head off saying, PSC, PSC, I need my PSC. Except I was even younger than could talk, so I was just crying in a way that indicated that I would like my PSC. Anyways, he's freaking out. He is absolutely out of his depths. And who sees him but the gorgeous, lovely Chelsea? She sees him from across the way in Central Park. She's on rollerblades, so she comes rollerblading right up to me and my Uncle Jim at the time. And she says, "Hey, do you need help? Are you okay?" And he says, "Yeah, I think I do need help." And no, I don't think I'm okay. And she said, "Who's this little baby? Is this your baby?" And he says, "No, this is my niece. I don't have a baby." And she says, "Do you want a baby?" And the rest is history. And the two of them got together, and they're still together to this day. That was the first match I made. I was only a baby. The second match I made, I was in kindergarten. I had a kindergarten teacher, Miss Christie, and Miss Christie, lovely woman, but even in kindergarten I could tell this woman's lonely, this woman's desperate, this woman needs someone else in her life. I could sense that about people. Even from a young age, I was able to sense that about people. So what did I do? I invited Miss Christie to my birthday party. And Miss Christie got invited to a lot of birthday parties, so why did she go to mine? Well, my mom bribed her. That's kind of what we do in our family. We do a little bribe every now and again to get what we need. And guess who else I invited to my birthday party? Stan the milkman. I knew a milkman. His name was Stan. He was my milkman. He put milk on my porch every day. He was lonely as hell. I could tell from the way his eyes were sunken in. And I knew that if him and Miss Christie were together, they would no longer be two lonely people. They would be one less lonely couple. And so I invited them both to my birthday party. Both of them were bribed by my mother to actually come and humor me. And they met each other there. And 35 years later, they're still married. That was the second match of my life. I could keep going on and on and on forever, but you get the picture. When I see someone, I see who they need. When I see someone who is single, I see exactly how I could fix that and exactly why they're single. And with you, I already know, but we're gonna go through the whole thing anyway. We're gonna go through the whole routine anyway, even though I know exactly why you're single and how we could fix it this very second. Isn't this such a lovely shade of blue teal? This is my love binder. This has every step to love that you could possibly need. We're going to go through it today, step by step, painstakingly. And when we're done, we're going to have at least one date scheduled for you. Please don't freak out. Take this one step at a time. Are you ready? Let's start. Just to start out with some of my success stories. This is a couple that I matched up recently. They got married only 6 months after I matched them up. It's Megan and Wyatt. They are both super shy. They both have really awkwardly shaped feet, and they both had this deep sadness about them that I thought might make them compatible, and indeed it did. So that's Megan and Wyatt. Congratulations to them. Here's another one of my success stories. A slightly older couple, definitely older than you. Don't worry, I'm not looking for an old person for you. I'm gonna look for someone age appropriate, but just slightly older couple. This is Tim and Erica. Main big thing for them was that they love the outdoors. They love the outdoors so much. So it was super important for them that they have a partner who loved the outdoors too. Neither Tim nor Erica was interested in any type of homebody. They weren't interested in somebody who likes to veg out on the couch. You know, when I said, hey, do you guys like pizza? They said I would never eat pizza in a million years. I only eat granola. They eat lots of granola, the two of them. It's always dry too. They don't even put yogurt on it or in it. It's just dry granola. They were both munching granola here on their first assessment in my office, and I said, hey, this girl reminds me of someone. This guy reminds me of someone. Oh yeah, they both remind me of each other crunching on that granola. And they both hate music, which is not one I get all the time, but it was super important to them that they were with someone that enjoys the sound of silence, that enjoys the sound of nature, that isn't someone who's constantly seeking auditory stimuli in the form of music. Hate music. Can't stand the sound of music. But there's someone for everyone. There's a Tim for your Eric. There's an Eric for your Tim. Okay, we're on to the getting to know you section of my love binder. I'm gonna ask you some questions to get to know you, and I am going to record your answers in my system. All right? My first question is, would you rather swim in a pool full of pudding or swim in a pool full of Jell-O? I understand that it might sound like an odd question, but it really indicates a lot of things about you. Each of these questions I've specifically designed to get to the root of who you are as a person. I understand that you might initially question, what's the point of this question. I don't understand what she could possibly learn from this question, but actually, for example, this pool full of pudding or pool full of jello question really indicates how you tackle a problem. And so your answer to this question is very telling for your compatibility with another individual. All right? Okay. Sounds good. All right. Second question. Do you believe in ghosts? Okay. Is there a ghost present in the room with us, in your opinion? Okay. All right. This one's fun. This one's just fun. Sweet or salty? Do you prefer sweet snacks like this little cupcake who wants to take a bite out of you? Or do you prefer salty snacks like this pizza with no cheese? Me too. Exactly, me too. All right. Let's move on. All right. Question number 4. Would you take a submarine to look at the wreckage of the Titanic if that were an option available to you? And that is the correct answer. That says a lot about you, your responsibility level, your logic level, your ability to assess risk. Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being strongly disagree, 10 being strongly agree, how much do you agree with the following statement? An all-you-can-eat buffet is a challenge for me to conquer. So, a 1 would be strongly disagree. You do not see an all-you-can-eat buffet as a challenge at all. 10 would be strongly agree. When you see an all-you-can-eat buffet, you feel like you've been personally challenged to complete as much food as you can at that all-you-can-eat buffet. I would call that a happy medium, yes. How much do you agree with the following statement? Put the camera away when you're on a date with me. I like to live in the moment. Let's do a scale of 1 to 10 once more. So 1 would be strongly disagree. You want someone to have that camera out during your date. You want someone taking candidates. You believe in documentation as an important part of the dating process. A 10 would be strongly agree. You like to unplug. You do not want to be connected to the grid, particularly when you're getting to know a new person. And in fact, social media to you is a joke and a laugh. Okay. Finish the following sentence. My future partner loves blank above all others. A, me. B, their dog. C, Beyonce. D, Taylor Swift. Or E, themselves. You would think that would be an obvious answer, an obvious right answer, but I don't really see it that way. I think there's validity in each of these answers. Some people do want someone that prioritizes themselves over all others. For me personally, I prioritize myself above all others. And I think that works out just fine for me. My partner is my partner, and I love him to death, to pieces. He's my everything. He's my Krispy Kreme donut. He is my funny little guy. But he's not me, and I'm my number one. And that's not the only way to approach love, but that's the way I approach it. Some people, if you're a part of the beehive, you might consider it blasphemy for any woman to be higher than Beyonce on your ranking of women. I'm not that type of person, right? I think, I should be the most important to my partner, not Beyonce. But I understand where they're coming from. It's a recognition of the success and the talent of someone that they find so successful and so talented. And, that's where the Taylor Swift crowd is coming from as well. Okay. Finish the following statement. I would rather die alone. I would rather be alone forever than date a blank. A, tax attorney. P, scrub. C, Gemini. D, flake. E, WWE wrestler. Some people have had very bad experiences with specific professions. One of those professions that comes up a lot is WWE wrestling and tax attorneys. So I like to make sure I know where one of my clients sits on that. Okay, now I'm going to ask you about some of your past relationships. That can be something that's kind of difficult to discuss. So we're going to kill two birds with one stone, which is something I love to do. I love killing two birds with one stone. I don't mean that literally. I don't enjoy killing birds. I don't kill anything for fun. I just mean I enjoy getting two things done at once. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about your dating history while I give you a little touch-up with the powder and maybe spruce up your face a bit. Sound okay? Okay, great. Do you disagree or agree with the following statement on a scale of 1 to 10? 1 being strongly disagree, 10 being strongly agree. And the statement being, love at first sight is real. You have incredible cheekbones. I just would love for you to lift them up a little bit whenever you can with a little powder. Nothing too extreme. I don't want you looking like Snooki. Okay. It's quite loud outside. I wish they would understand. I'm working in here. I don't need their motorcycles vroom, vroom, vrooming. Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you agree with the following statement? People can fall in love even if they were in middle school with another middle schooler, of course. We're not talking anything creepy. Okay. You have lovely eyebrows. If I were you, I'd fluff them up a bit. Just take the fingers to them, just do a little fluffing here and there every now and again. How much do you agree with the following statement, 1 to 10 again? 1 being strongly disagree, 10 being strongly agree, and the statement being cheaters gonna cheat. Your logic is sound. Yeah. You have a great jawline. You don't have to do much to it, just a tiny bit of powder over here and there. Okay. How much do you disagree or agree with the following statement, 1 to 10 again? Love knows no bounds. Yeah. That one catches people off guard. Okay. A couple more. How much do you disagree or agree with the following statement? Again, 1 being strongly disagree, 10 being definitely agree. I'm ready for love today. That's the statement. The statement is, I'm ready for love today. Do you agree? I like to hear it. Okay, 1 to 10, you know the drill. Everyone sucks. How much do you agree or disagree with that statement? 1 being strongly disagree. No, not everyone sucks. 10 being strongly agree. Yes, every single person on this planet sucks. Okay, I can work with a 7. You have the most lovely complexion. Seriously. You have a very lovely complexion. Okay, last question. 1 to 10. 1 being strongly disagree, 10 being strongly agree. I trust Gina to find me the love of my life. 1 being strongly disagree, 10 being strongly agree. 5, I've had worse. Okay, honey, it's time to look at some of our eligible bachelors. This is Craig, such a lovely guy. He loves dogs. He hates tomatoes. Hates tomatoes. So maybe I was trying to find him someone who wasn't Italian, because Italians love their tomatoes and Craig hates tomatoes. And he changes his shirts 3 times a day. So that's Craig. Good guy, steady guy, loves his family, has a lot of outings that he does in the community, goes to the dog park a lot with his little dog, goes to the grocery store a lot, bee-boops around. I like him. I like, of course, all the guys that because I've screened and I've vetted these guys. I've gone through their profiles. I've spoken to them extensively one-on-one. I'm very picky about the men that I let in this program. I don't let scrubs in here, right? As the wise TLC once said, no, I don't want no scrubs. A scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me, and I believe that. Scale of 1 to 10, how much do I believe that? 10, out the roof. Okay, this is Scott. He's really sensitive to smells. So if you're someone who wears perfume, who likes to go to the pool and, leave the chlorine on you, who likes to roll around in the grass, I don't know, he might not be perfect for you. He is experimental in the kitchen. That doesn't necessarily translate to the bedroom. Scott, I'm sorry. I'm being honest with you because I think it's important for me to be upfront. And he's got major dental surgery coming up and would love to find his life partner before this major dental surgery. Nice guy, sweet guy. No kids, surprising at his age. He's nearly 47, but not a kid on his belt, as far as I know. And I have done extensive background checks on all these guys. I tell you what, none of them is going to come up on the CIA, FBI register. I've made sure of that. Okay. And then we've got Ricky, eligible bachelor number 3. Ricky is big into vitamins. I'm talking the over-the-counter stuff. He takes a ton of them. I'm not sure exactly what they all do, but he does take a ton. He loves riding his bike. He calls his mother 2 times a day. We're working on it. I don't like for my men to be dependent on their mothers when they're in this program. It's time to grow up. It's time to seek a woman that is not related to you biologically. So we are working on it. 2 times a day is down from 6 times a day when he started working with me. So yeah, he's a challenge, but he's so handsome. And I know that right now you expect this to be the part in the session where I tell you, okay, which of these 3 men do you want to go on a date with? You're already going on a date with all 3 of them? I know, but listen to me. Love is not about knowing all the right things about a person before you ever meet them. Back in the day, we used to just meet people and talk to them and figure it out, and we didn't know every single detail about what their dislikes and their likes before meeting them. So you're going to meet these 3 guys, you're going to go on 3 dates. I'm not asking you to get engaged. I'm not asking you to get married to any of these 3 men if you don't want to. I'm asking you to get your toes wet again. I'm asking you to dive back into the dating scene again. Because right now the biggest obstacle is you've made a date to be the world's most inconvenient thing in your mind. You've made a date in your mind to be like, I don't know, having tea with the queen, God rest her soul. It's not that big of a deal. It's a date. We're going to go on them. We're going to experience the city. Okay? You're going to go on these 3 dates. These 3 dates. Let me get them scheduled for you, okay? All right. Craig, I'd like for you to go out with him on a Saturday afternoon. Does this Saturday afternoon work for you? Okay. How's 1 o'clock Saturday sound? You got that right, girl. You don't have a choice. Okay. Craig, 1 o'clock Saturday. All right. For Scott, I would love for you to see him on a weekday after work. Wednesday? This Wednesday? Great. 7:30? Great. I've got you guys a date at a test kitchen since he's so experimental in the kitchen. And then finally, a date with Mr. Ricky. We're gonna have that in the morning time. In the morning time on Sunday, okay? Sounds good. You're gonna go to a vitamin store. That'll be fun. Okay, final thing we're gonna go through. We're gonna go through my pre-date checklist. And I'm gonna give you a copy of this. I require everybody that's in my program to go through this checklist before every single date, okay? And I'm stricter on the men, way stricter. First thing on the checklist is, am I clean? Do I look and smell clean? Okay, so I want you to evaluate. Not only did I take a shower today, because yes, get in the shower. No dry shampoo. That's a hard and fast rule for me for dates. If the hair is to the point where it needs a dry shampoo, no, it needs an actual shampoo. Get in the frickin' shower, okay? No dry shampoo. All right? So not only do I look clean, am I clean, and do I smell clean? That means we're not going to use these natural body washes, okay? We're not going to use the body washes that are unscented, unchemicaled. We're going to use the chemical body washes with the lavender, with the lemon, with whatever, okay? Good. Number 2 thing on your checklist, you're going to make sure all electronics and appliances are completely off. Why do I do this? Gina, you're weird. Why do I have to make sure all of my electronics are off? All of my appliances are off. Because the last thing I want is for you to be making a strong connection on a date, and then all of a sudden, you're in your head, you're thinking, my straightening iron, my curling iron, oh gosh darn it, it's on. I know for a fact it's on in my house, and I have a cat, and I have a dog, and they're both gonna burn in a fiery inferno. That's the last thing I want going through your head. So you're gonna make a visual, I know that this is off. Okay? Shirts, no pit stains. I'm a sweater. I sweat a lot. I've got pit stains in this dress right now. If this was me going on a date, I wouldn't wear this dress. I would not. I would wear black, okay? So if you're a sweater, like I am, wear black or a busy pattern. I find that a busy pattern can hide a pit stain pretty effectively. So if it's got a lot going on in the pattern, that could hide a pit stain. Pants. This should go without saying, and this is more for the men, but no pee-pee stains, right? No little dribbles, no looks on the pants like, hey, did you do a little tinkle on yourself? No. No. That's not something we want going through the minds. Okay, hair. In terms of the hair, is this within my top 50% of hair days? I'm not looking for your world's best hair day. I'm looking for it to be in the top 50% of what you consider a good hair day. That's it, top 50%. Right? Top 50, that's it. And if we're not meeting that top 50% hair day, get back in the shower. Let's redo it. Okay? Now, and this is the most important part of this. Before you leave, you're going to shout at your pillows all of the annoying things. We're not going to be a whiner. We're not going to be a complainer. We're not going to be what I call a grumposaurus rex on our date. Okay? So if you have things to complain about, complain to your pillow. Scream to your pillow. You're frustrated with the economy? We're not going to start with that on the date. Scream it to your pillow. You're mad at your friend because she's got a baby shower coming up and she's already had 3 babies and she's got so many hand-me-down clothes from them. There's no way she needs another 4th baby shower. Scream it into your pillow. Our date's not going to want to hear it. Okay? Okay. Look, the most important thing is that you're ready to show up as yourself. And that you're here and you're ready to give it a try. Just being willing is the only thing that I can really ask of you. And you being here, you listening to me, you doing the spiel with me, that says everything I need to know, okay? So don't forget to like and subscribe. You've got this.